Jay said. Dang it.
Is he just shaking?
Yeah, he's just shaking super bad.
Clap is not worthy of our finale clap. It was a bad clap. Hello and welcome to episode 46 of the Drunken Arcanauts Origins campaign. I'm Clancy. I'm your DM, and this is a 5th edition D&D podcast, live stream, role play, screw around, custom nonsense with custom characters and custom feats and all sorts of fun stuff. This is the finale of the Origins campaign. So if you have not listened to the rest of the campaign, go listen to the rest of it, because otherwise this is going to be pretty lame. I'd hate to watch the last like 10% of a movie and not know what happened. Before I get too far, do want to do our patron shout out for Scotty Doesn't Know, LL Cole J, Jess S, Skate P, Marky Mark, Special K, Christian Haydenson, Nathan R, and introducing Every Jared Begins with K. We're real happy to have all of our new and old patrons, and we hope you guys are enjoying everything. And yeah, we're excited about today. So, if everybody could introduce themselves and their character, and then I'll do the wrap up, and we'll get the recap, and we'll get started.
Hi, I'm Risky, and I'm playing Luck Brian now because I'm no longer blind. And yeah, just went real selfish with his wish, and now he can see. But he's happy now.
I am relevant. I am playing Liza, a human bard who has no idea what she actually wished for because she had an extra wish this entire time and never used it until the very end. And then she wished for one of our arch enemies to be happy. So there was that. She didn't get shit out of it.
It was sweet though.
Dorn Marcus is back though.
Yeah, you wish Dormarcus back with your freebie wish.
Yeah, I didn't know what it. I didn't know.
My name is Mark. I am playing for the last time ever a ranger, Tabaxi ranger named Seth. He's a ranger fighter. Had never got to use his action surge, which is fine. So that was a well taken multi-class level up.
Mhm.
Pretty pissed at Liza for wasting her wish, but turns out he also wasted his.
Fuck off.
I'm Jay, and through what should be about a billion things that should have killed him, I'm playing Urgery. Somehow, still.
Okay. So in the last episode, the party had ascended to the top of the tower. They had reached their goal and had access to their 4 wishes, which by itself was pretty spectacular. However, Liza found out she had a free wish back from our cooking episode. She had used a wishbone, and it had granted her the ability to make a free wish, which she accidentally used to bring Dormarcus back. So not the worst thing that's ever happened. Quickly, Sheridoyle showed up, who is still hunting the party. In a rage, she was ready to attack, but Blind Luck used the chest that was a portal that I had given them because I had no thought in my head at all that they would ever pick up the chest that was a portal, which was a terrible oversight on my my side.
Because Liza always falls in check.
So they sent Sheridoyle down, bought themselves a little bit of time. They all recapped their wishes, so I won't recap them. But after Sheridoyle got back, Liza wished her free of the contract with the Blue Dragon. The Blue Dragon and her switched places, which was apparently Sheridoyle's wish, and then attacked the party. In a moment of wish v. wish, at the same moment that Seth wished the dragon died, the dragon wished he contained the Pharaoh's soul. So what we end up having is, as we left off, at that very moment, Seth realized there was another presence within his body, the great dragon, wrapping itself and digging its tendrils ever deeper into the soul of the Sphinx, that which can get to the plane of Atlas, which is the plane that all other planes are connected to. And then we come back in. Oh, also, Erdry split off an evil necromancer that had started to try and possess his body, because the necromancer is the one who got to make the wish, wished his body back, and then pieced the fuck out of there.
So did the dragon's wish get rid of the pieces of the Sphinx's soul that the others of us had?
Yeah. So all of the pieces of the Sphinx's soul are back in Seth,
Okay.
and the dragon is also in Seth.
Seth, you're such a slut.
Mhm.
As you guys are standing on the tower, sort of contemplating the fact that the dragon's gone, except for Seth, you're realizing what's going on. You see Dormarcus sort of curiously walk over to the spot in the tower that was bitten off and grabs something and then looks around and just looks back and it's like, so Dormarcus is curious how we get back down.
It's a good question, Dormarcus. Am I, I'm still fully present at the moment? Seth
Yep,
is still.
You're still you. You just can feel the soul specifically inside you. You can feel a part of you being sort of ripped away from you.
How did you guys make your wishes? I didn't get a wish.
We just said our wish.
Yeah, we drank
that's
a
it,
vial. Well, Liza said hers. She gets multiple wishes, which is unfair, I think. And then I drank my vial, and I think I've got an urgery situation brewing in here. But
I don't know what
anyway,
that means.
you know how you've got your split personalities or something. I don't know exactly what's going on with you, but
Honestly, I feel great right now.
well, good, because you were smoking out of your orifices a minute ago.
I mean, that happens, I guess.
It's normal.
I feel great after, though. I don't know. Maybe I wish to burn whatever was in there out or something. I don't know. I just don't see any vials. I did when I got up here, and then I kind of I don't know, blacked out and woke up.
Yeah,
little
well,
bit of sizzling.
you definitely used one, and I it was weird that you wished you had a body or something like that. Anyway, and then you started smoking from the ears, and then Sherrod oil showed up. So that's all I
But
really could tell you.
She's gone now.
Yeah, Liza wished her a happy ending. So good for Sherrod oil. She
I,
was trying to kill us for the past however many decades, but
Can I roll or something to see if I understand that guy wished for his own body?
Yeah.
just kinda
Roll insight against your own deception.
Oh fuck! That sucks. Man, I'll have to roll high.
oh yeah, you are.
Nat 20.
Perfect. Yes, you sort of start piecing it all together. For the first time, the clarity of him not being there, pressing against your will, makes it where you're like, oh boy.
My deception's a 14 for listeners out there. I had to roll pretty good.
Do I feel like I could fly? Not like the R. Kelly song.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
19.
Roll me another wisdom save.
No. 11.
You think you might be able to fly.
Huh. So, can anybody wish us to or I guess Eliza, you have more wishes? Do you want to wish us all to the bottom of the tower, or?
I don't have more wishes. I didn't even know I had that weird extra wish until Dormarcus showed up after I said I wish Dormarcus showed up here.
Did Dormarcus use a wish?
Dormarcus goes, Dormarcus has not wished.
Do you see a vial?
Not anymore.
I don't know. What does that mean?
Dormarcus did see Vial.
Okay.
Vial gone now.
Did you drink it?
Dormarcus may have eaten Vial.
You ate it.
Dormarcus not sure if Vial was actually Vial or was for afterlife.
Okay, Dormarcus, what if you just make a wish, you wish us all to the bottom and see if anything happens?
Can't we
Or
just
just-
teleport?
How?
Just wish whatever you want
Can
I don't know.
first.
No,
People
I
have to
mean,
teleport.
wish to the bottom would be easier than rappelling down.
Dormarcus thinks for a second and says, Dormarcus wish him and all Dormarcus enemies at bottom of tower.
Fuck.
And you guys all disappear except for Blind Luck. Blind Luck, you are stuck on top of the tower. But down at the bottom of the tower, the three of you, Dormarcus and Brotisserie, all appear. And Dormarcus says, Dormarcus think that this worked. Dormarcus very happy with his wish.
Where's Blind Luck?
Who cares? That guy's an idiot.
He's a nice guy.
Okay, well,
Dormarcus not know Blind Luck well enough to know if he is secretly a friend.
I mean,
see.
I
He
don't.
did help us, but yeah.
I don't think he's blind anymore. He should be okay.
I mean, I guess I could like dimension door up there and then dimension door us back down
It
here.
might be too tall.
It's way too tall for that.
Oh,
These
I was
guys have
about to
been
be so
like
angry.
trying to build scaffolding for hundreds of years to get up this thing.
It's been so aggravating just a dimension door up there after all of that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
that'd be so dumb.
Is Rotisserie alive?
Yeah, Brotisserie is alive.
Okay, I was just clarifying.
Brotisserie, your last memory is of laying down to go to sleep, and then being hit in the face by Blind Luck.
Who the fuck is Blind Luck?
He used to be blind. He thought you were an evil necromantic being, so he smashed you to death.
Erdry gives you a nat 20 hug. I just got 2 nat 20s. Quality of hugs, nat 20.
Is that your second nat 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the third one on our fucking.
Last episode.
Yeah. So we made it to the top, and we wished Dormarcus wished you wished you alive. So that's pretty cool. Liza
So-
wished Shara Doyle to have a happy time in life instead of wishing you alive. So good on her.
Excuse me, but I thought I was gonna be using my vile wish to bring fucking Dormarcus back. So thanks for that, Seth. You really need to calm the fuck down.
Oh, I'm pretty calm. If you
Dormarcus
knew,
pretty happy with how this worked out. Dormarcus have all enemies. Dormarcus free. Dormarcus not have soul owned by either demon or slave master. And Dormarcus alive. So 10 out of 10. Dormarcus pretty happy.
I'm alive too, so that's good.
Okay, but what about?
Hell yeah.
So we're just gonna leave Blind Luck up there?
Brian,
we
this is
cut to
Brian.
Blind Luck. Blind Luck, you are on top of the tower alone, and you just hear the wind.
Well, I guess I'll start setting up Leomin's tiny hut. Just start camping out. It's okay, they'll come back.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't think I have anything.
Couldn't you think? Do you think Brotisserie could like fly up there and
Rotisserie's not gonna fly up there and get the guy that smashed his face.
Well,
Yeah.
Could or will.
Will not.
can I try and persuade you?
You can try.
Can we see how high up they've gotten from, or like, would we know how high up the scaffolding has gotten and how far it has to go?
You can see that the top of the tower is beyond sight. It goes into the clouds. The scaffolding also goes into the clouds. And supposedly, from what you've heard from the orcs and from Blind Luck in passing, if you get to the top of the scaffolding, you still can't see the top of the tower.
Oh wait, where's my axe?
Blind Luck has your axe.
That motherfucker.
So if he's really not that bad. He was being used.
By
And-
whom?
People said that we were criminals and said that you were an evil demon bird.
I'm not listening to you. I'm just gonna. Can I fly up there?
You could try.
Can you like bring him back down though? I feel like his mom probably wants him home before dinner.
What would I need to roll for that?
There is almost nothing that you could roll for that. Roll me 3 athletics checks, and we'll see if you manage something real superhuman.
He just falls from the sky and dies again.
So,
3 nat 1s.
21, 22, and 27.
You get, we'll say, like a quarter mile into the air. This is the highest you've ever flown. And you're getting the sense that the top of the tower is miles up. Probably, if you understood how atmosphere worked, you'd recognize that it is impossibly tall.
Why don't I get a wish? Fuck. I'll give up then.
As you get back down, you see Dormarcus is Dormarcus is pulling out some pillars that he has with purple crystals and planting them in the ground.
Oh,
And says,
fuck.
Dormarcus would very much like to go somewhere less awful with all of his enemies.
Dormarcus, I don't know if we need the portals because like this is where we're from, so we could just like get on a boat or like fly
place is
across the
Pretty
ocean.
bad.
And Dormarcus is like, well, Dormarcus can get to top of tower, pretty sure.
Oh.
How
I can get
sure?
my axe back.
Because we just got you back, Dormarcus, and every time we get you back, like 5 minutes later, you're gone again.
He says, well, that's why Dormarcus wants you all to come with him.
Yeah.
Back
You're
to
going,
the top
I'm
of the.
going.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my axe.
All right.
I'm not going.
Fine. You stay here, Seth.
I'm gonna stay here, and I've got
Make
something to work
a
on.
Wisdom saving throw, real quick there, Seth.
God.
Still only +4. Dang. 16.
You're gonna feel a strong urge to go along.
Fine.
Um,
I'm
as
coming. I'm
the
coming. Don't
portal
leave without me.
Opens up. Dormarcus says, "Okay, Dormarcus know the trick here. Must be prepared to stare death in the face before portal jumping."
Okay.
So he takes 2 gold rocks and pinches them in his eyes and says, "For afterlife," and then jumps into the portal.
I'm jumping.
I'm gonna get some. Hey, Erdry, you have a bunch of rocks, don't you?
No,
What?
no, I don't have any rocks.
You bought like 50 rocks or something. You threw them on the
I-
ground?
I don't know. I don't have any.
Okay, well, I'm just going to jump in the portal.
Okay.
I want to find some rocks and do like Dormarcus did.
Erdry, are you jumping in?
Yeah.
And roll me just a d20 perception, Seth.
24.
You find some nice yellowish rocks.
Okay, I do the same thing for afterlife and put them in my eyes and jump through the portal.
As you guys jump through the portal, Seth, you feel that soul get ripped right out of you. You guys all land on top of the tower, and you see Blind Luck finishing up his Leoman's tiny hut ritual, and Dormarcus is sort of looking around and then points at the obvious axe for rotisserie.
Ooh. I'm gonna get my axe back. And I'm gonna just run up to him and take it out of his hand.
Rotisserie, you also see a vial hovering in the air.
Huh. What's that do?
Was what, Dave?
Nobody else can see it, of course.
Dormarcus, you've gotten a lot better at the portal stuff, like the demons. That whole thing has worked out really well for you.
Yeah, Demon's really interested in the portal stuff. Dormarcus show them how. They teach Dormarcus that moon phase is not that important. More important symbols on rods.
That makes sense. Okay, you got your axe.
Rotisserie.
I'm gonna drink the vial.
Okay. You hear in your head, you have one wish.
Ooh. Kind of glare at blind luck.
Why are you looking at Blind Luck like that, Rotisserie?
How close is he to the edge?
He's in the center of the tower, I assume.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk towards him and see if I can intimidate him to slowly walk back.
You guys see Rotisserie getting very hostile.
Well, that was a... Oh, wait, no. There we go. That's a 27.
Nobody's gonna stop him.
Rotisserie, what are you doing?
This guy smashed my fucking head in while I was sleeping. He took my axe.
If I was blind and I didn't know any better, I probably would have smashed your head in while you were sleeping too.
But you didn't.
That's because I know you and I know that you weren't like necromanced. You were just disgusting.
Too dumb to die.
Yeah.
Don't hurt him.
Well, I'm gonna roll, and if you guys care about blind luck, then you can roll against that.
Seth doesn't care.
It's a 17. That I'm gonna attack him.
Erdry cares more about Rotisserie. If anything, he will also attack Blind Luck.
Can I cast sleep on Rotisserie?
Yes, you can.
God damn it.
Okay, well that solved that problem, Liza, but
Shut up, Seth.
like who's gonna carry this bird through the portal?
Hold on. I have to roll like 5d8.
Oh, well,
Didn't even do his luck.
it's only
His
5d8. That is not going to be enough.
Oh, is it hit points?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can cast it at a higher spell slot.
Well, hopefully it's more than 5d8 then.
What you gonna do? 2d8 for each level? Oh yeah, you can do high levels. Oh, am I?
I'm gonna cast it at the 7th level.
Okay.
So that is an additional.
the-
That's what
12. 12d8.
12d8, 2d8 at the 7th level.
Yeah, that's right. That's 6 levels higher than the second level.
It's
Yep.
1st level.
I think they just fall
Yeah.
asleep.
Oh God. Oops.
Wow, you actually got a lot of 7s.
I know.
Erdry, roll me a perception check really quick.
Third nat 20.
Plus what?
Perception?
Yep.
5 plus 12.
5d8.
21.
21. Okay. You hear a sort of odd whirring noise.
You-
2nd level or higher.
You can't put me to sleep
Why?
because my health is still higher than that.
Oh.
If you got max on all of them, you would still be too low.
How many did you get though?
Oh, I don't know. She got... Didn't even get them all rolled.
Oh, you roll an additional 2d8 for each slot above first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2,
If you do it at 7, yeah.
so 7.
Rotisserie has a
So
lot
13.
of fucking health, though.
Yeah.
I know.
So roll again.
All of them?
Yep. But
So you hear the whirring noise in the distance. Just a.
okay, and you have 14. So 3 more.
So,
Oh, you're
Erdry, that dragon didn't die and it was inside me, but jumping through that portal, he's gone now. I'm not sure what that means. But I also am now not the Sphinx, so don't tell anybody, though.
What are you telling me?
Because like, somebody else needs to know in case the dragon comes for us, or...
got 86.
Oh, shit! I didn't even put that together.
Is that more than half your health?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just gonna slow
Barely.
you down then. Basically, you're gonna have a round where you're just sort of taking a step slower than normal. As you get ready to attack Blind Luck, Erdry hears about the fact that Seth is no longer the Sphinx, the whirring, and then, right as you're about to strike Blind Luck, a airship rises up beside the tower, and on it is Sheridoyle.
God damn it.
Wait, she might like us now. You freed her.
Hi, Sheridoyle. I wave.
She glares, and she points at Liza, and she says, you, and whoever you like best, you can join the crew and come with me, or you can stay here and wait for the wrath of the dragon.
Wait.
The Wrath of the Dragon? What do you mean?
He's coming, and he's pissed.
Can't we all just come with you?
Roll persuasion.
You're gonna persuade
I'm getting
Sheridan.
all my dice out now. The second you said whirring, I was like, man, I'm gonna need some more dice.
Damn it. 14.
Okay. What's she feeling? Oh. It's 12.
Oh, good.
That's surprisingly low.
'Cause,
Sher-
we all kind of just work really well together for some reason. It shouldn't work, but it does.
Sheridoyle glares, grabs a pair of daggers out, and throws them right at your feet. Attached to each one is a rope and basically a extending ramp unrolls along the ropes down. And she says, come with me if you want to live.
Hey guys, you want to go?
I can't. I don't want to stay here if what I think is
Kind
gonna
of
happen is gonna happen.
busy right now.
Rotisserie, we gotta go. Well, you can deal with this later. We'll kill
Yeah,
him later.
'cause
Whatever.
he's coming with us. Blind Luck's coming with us. It's fine.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
be able to fight him.
Yeah, you can like punch him later. Okay?
You guys all board the ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
What should I wish for?
that's up to you.
World
I'd make
peace.
it quick though.
Wish for world peace. Rotisserie.
Sheridoyle says, wish us a 5-hour head start at least.
Against what?
He's been gone.
He knows
Dormarcus
about.
Says, Dormarcus suggests that you wish all your enemies here. That works well for Dormarcus.
Don't do that.
Enemies doesn't mean the same thing for you. Rotisserie.
Yeah. I think she's probably like the biggest one anyways.
No, she's okay now.
Okay.
We're gonna take off now. Rotisserie. See you later.
As you're sort of thinking about it and they're pulling up the ramp, you see one of the crewmen starts freaking out, screaming, "There's a dragon! He's here! The dragon's here!" He's flipping out. Sherrod Oil casually throws a dagger, catches him in the chest, and he falls off the airship to his death. And she says, "Apparently we have to go."
Some things never change.
So we just want the 5-hour head start?
And she's ignoring you now.
Rotisserie, you got to make a wish.
Wish
I
for
wish-
whatever.
Wish that I was
The-
the Sphinx's dad.
The blue dragon was retarded.
Oh, is that the wording that you use? Yes.
Well, you didn't
Okay.
say mentally retarded.
Uh,
So that's
as
good.
you see the dragon rise above the tower, suddenly its limbs begin to spasm, and as it goes to breathe a jet of flame, its head jerks sideways. It appears to have developed some sort of palsy. The dragon is probably no longer the physical threat it has always been, but it's still a dragon, and it's still getting closer. Dormarcus opens a large portal in front of the airship, and Sherrod Oil steers right on in. As you guys feel the fabric of space-time collapse against you, and you jump through the portal, you are doing so with the full party together, and Sherrod Oil steering you through. It collapses, and you make it away. And that's where the Drunken Arcanauts Origins campaign ends. So, everybody gets to sort of ride off into the sunset, where they can live out their lives on some other plane of existence.
Surprisingly,
the-
with Sherrod Oil.
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
Now Erdry and her can finally be together for real this time.
The things. So we do want to touch on some of the stuff from the Origins campaign. If you had listened to the campaign 1, there's a whole bunch of carryover there. And everybody, I'd like you guys to talk about, your favorite thing that you noticed or caught or whatnot. And then I'll mention some of the other details that I sort of sprinkled in there that you guys might not have seen.
Should we also put a little spoiler alert before this starts, just to, because if this is their first episode, maybe they shouldn't listen to this part.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So heavy spoilers ahead.
What a
Don't
weird.
listen to episode 1, you dumb
Yeah.
fucks.
What a weird place to start.
It turns out if you listen to the end of the series, you'll get spoilers that you wouldn't get if you
Yeah.
listened to the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
Okay,
Turns
so
out.
yeah, just starting with Risky, what's something that happened in here connected to the original campaign that you seem to remember or thought was interesting?
Like the red arrow thing,
Yeah.
and what was the other thing? Oh, I was just real excited about the whole Lord of the Rings thing. Then I could figure out how our time jump was.
Yeah. So what Risky's talking about is in the Origins campaign, when you guys went to Middle Earth, I had to go in and calculate how many years would have passed in Middle Earth based on how many years in the past the events of what's going on in the Origins campaign is compared to the events of the original campaign. So that was fun, although it was also a total mess.
Yeah. I can't believe we survived that.
We shouldn't have.
That was like a whole 10-period episode where it was just a series of I can't believe we survived that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I
got
feel like that was
very lucky.
most of this campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just like the only time we use that fucking pickaxe was on a fucking slime.
Yeah.
Guys, wait. Fun fact. I had a list, but I don't have it now. Probably 50% of the items that Relevant has picked up have been cursed, but her absolute and total refusal to trust anything that she gets given has saved her from a lifetime of cursed items. Really.
Oh,
Speaking
good.
Speaking of fucked up items, I always wanted to know what this item did.
Ooh,
The deck of cards that was nailed shut that said "Do not open." I never did anything with it, and I always thought about it, but the moment never came up.
It was a deck of many things.
That's what I
It
assumed.
had only the negative cards left in it.
Oh shit!
Everything in there was like your soul gets imprisoned on another reality. You
Oh,
lose a
shit.
level. Permanent -2 to intellect. Like, it was a deck of really bad shit.
Literally, my thought was, I'm not gonna open that unless I'm so desperate I'm gonna die anyways. So I never messed with it, and then the whole time I was like, "What are you? You have to be a deck of many things except bad."
You're correct. I hoped that would be enough to keep you out of it, but I was worried it would be too enticing.
I had my moments. Not gonna lie.
For anybody who noticed, the smith that was met, I think it was in Ravnica, but I don't remember which plane you guys were on at the time. Bobby Finch with the beautiful blue eyes. That is Fine Eyes Finch, prior to his Rex Gruel addiction, before he was really fucked up. Yeah, so good old Bobby Finch. Elves live a long time.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
he the one who made the axe?
I don't think so. That was a Tabaxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the back of Seth's mind was always, ever since we encountered that dragon, and that's why Seth became more and more of a dick as time went on, because nobody else cared about the Sphinx and his people, and that dragon was always, in the back of Mark's mind, that dragon was always going to either kill Seth and take the Sphinx, or just take it. So,
I mean,
and every
to say
time,
that-
Seth, what were you going to say?
As to say that nobody cared isn't true. We literally killed the general for you.
Yeah.
Was that for Egypt?
Asshole, so we're just like,
You were
fuck
guy-
you.
I don't
yeah,
think-
that's a dick.
I don't think that was
Yeah.
for Egypt.
You just got progressively like worse. So we were just like, dude, fuck this guy.
Yeah, Seth did not think anyone else cared about Egypt, which turns out
Then why
we
didn't you
never
just
made it
fucking
back
say
there.
that?
No, Seth doesn't talk about feelings.
Yeah.
Well, he probably should start.
Seth's an orphan, Liza. You should
so
know that,
some other
how that
fun
feels.
things to note here is the party, Karnrath, who was we were hoping would be able to join in the last episode here, but Karnrath becomes the Ronin of Knowledge. I think most of the pieces were fairly obvious if you had listened to one campaign and then the other. He had the mark that Foley's family had put on him. He was the first Warforged. He had super high intellect and was somewhat apathetic to the party, but was still showing up to help them over and over again. Karnrath becomes the Ronin of Knowledge. They almost met the Ronin of War when they went to the one plane with all the Oni. Conquest was mentioned in the campaign, and the Ronin of Death is Sheridoil. That is,
That
Of
makes
course.
sense.
she becomes the Ronin of Death.
Yeah.
And if we ever do manage to do it, another campaign set in this world, the party will be the lieutenants of the Ronin of Death. From Dor Marcus, Brotisserie, Seth, Urgery, Blind Luck, and Liza. You guys will be either directly the lieutenants of death, or potentially your descendants will have been trained by you guys or something. Who knows? Really depends on how far in the future it would be. But Sarah Doyle, lieutenant of death. What other fun things? You guys had came across the snake that ends up becoming that one plane that you go to.
Oh God.
When was that?
Oh, that was pretty early is when you encountered it. I'd have to re-listen to the episode, but I mentioned some weird stuff about a snake, I think going into a portal.
Oh.
It's fun.
Okay. We must have missed that one.
Can you tell me what those pills and stuff that I took do?
What?
And the white powder?
So the white powder is a particularly strong medication.
Okay.
Sort of like cocaine made
like
from healing potions.
Just call it what it is. It's a speedball.
Yeah, that's what it really is. That's basically what it was. The pills were different depending on the pill.
Well, I had the black ones and the gold ones.
Black ones and the gold ones. I'd have to listen to the episode or find my notes again. Let me see if I still have it up in the main sheet.
Yeah, because he just doesn't keep the notes for the items because we never use them.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna
quickly
use them
realized
if I
you
couldn't
guys
figure
didn't
out.
use something immediately, then I didn't have to keep track of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but like seriously, you really think I'm just gonna start taking random ass pills?
No, that's why I didn't
would've.
have the sheet.
Yeah, I know you would have. After
Yeah.
that cursed armor bullshit, I ain't touching anything. I didn't even use that metronome.
Oh God, there's so many good things that I gave you.
My dexterity's at 22 because he just dumped 3 random potions down my throat. So he's pretty much willing to.
It worked out. Depends on what you're imbibing, really.
Okay, well, that whole cursed armor thing, that almost killed me, like, straight off, because I was just like, yeah, I'll put this shit on.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea.
I think in the
Uh,
future,
Oh.
Seth and Brian are going to see how big of a fog cloud they can create. Because
I didn't
seeing
even use
Brian
like most of my spells. I had like 4 spells that would just like make it so I would have just huge advantage. I had darkness, I had fog cloud, I had I think pyrotechnics where blinds people, and something else. So just everyone else blinds or gets blinded, but I can still fight.
Liza got blinded.
Yeah, I was blind. You know, I could have just cured Blind Luck's blindness. I have a spell for that.
I mean, I have a spell. I don't think that would have worked if it's congenital.
Could have shot
I
flare
thought
at him.
about it. Could have.
Flare.
Eldritch blasted him.
Man, what I don't think there's any custom thing that I've ever given anybody in any campaign that has gotten as much use as fucking Flare got.
Flare ended up being so useful for so many
Jesus,
things.
right? Like, oh, I want to blind this guy. I want to alert them to something. I want to light up this cavern. I
Yeah.
want to just fucking set
Especially
the
when
signal.
you gave me the shadow jump sword. Man,
Uh-huh.
flare was so useful. Anytime it's like, oh, there's an inconvenience. Well, flare, and I'll create a shadow. I'll just jump there. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, it was a good lesson for me and fucking what not to give people. Shadow jump swords and things that make shadows. Nope, bad move.
I think my favorite items were the crystal and the stupid pouch.
The pouch of many things. Oh boy. Have I ever told you guys all the things that are in the pouch?
Nope.
No, he just always got brand.
Yeah.
And
He
poison gland.
Did get that a lot.
And untanned.
So let's
It's
let's
like
take a
three
look see
things.
at what you can get from the pocket of many things. So in the pocket of many things, you roll a d20. If you roll a 1, you get nothing. But if you get a 2, you get banned, then bland, then brand, canned, fanned, gland, grand, hand, land, panned, planned, sand, scanned, spanned, stand, strand, tanned, and then and. If you get another, if you roll a d20 and you get a 20, you make it to the second list, which are stronger things and have 2 syllables. Deland, demand, disband, expand, firsthand, misbrand, offhand, outmanned, outstand, remand, repand, unhand, unmanned, unplanned, untanned, withstand, and command. If you roll another nat 20, then you get to the third list, which you guys never did.
No.
But these are all real crazy ones. And they are confirmand, countermand, meadowland, overstand, redemand, understand, misunderstand, and multiplicand.
Meadowland.
Multiplicand was the highest one you could get. Was the highest roll you could get. If you got a 20 and a 20 and then a 10, then you got to choose what you wanted from the list. I would give you the whole list and let you pick a word. I wouldn't tell you what it did, but I would let you choose. Multiplicand was literally a multiplier on the next thing you did, and you just roll a d10 and multiply whatever you did by that amount.
Damn.
It was great. But yeah, you would just literally reach in and you'd pull out like a times symbol and just slap it onto yourself or something. That is the full pocket of many things. Which, for whatever fucking reason, just to reiterate this, you guys rolled a 4 on like 12 times, which is pocket brand.
That pocket brand almost fucking killed us when that gel thing and the.
God.
It fucking saved us twice, though.
The number one worst thing to have ever happened within any campaign I've ever run was you packing the crystal and the horse meat into a cannon and firing it into the sea, causing a chain reaction that I knew had to happen based on the like antimatter properties of this crystal. But I didn't for the audience, there was a world of stuff planned for them in Palm in that initial country. There was
Would have been a much longer campaign.
cities that I have put extensive time into creating quest lines for. There was all these arenas. There was different arena champions. There was a whole like fight your way to the top. There's no getting away from these slave owners, so you're gonna have to fight your way to freedom. And they just were like, what if we just nuke the country, though?
I mean, that wasn't like our actual like thought.
That was the
rotisserie's thoughts.
was the necromancer in that crystal like on
Yes.
purpose?
So the necromancer in the crystal, he was using that to basically jump his mind onto other planes. Basically, he could encase himself in the crystal, lock his physical form in place and in what he believed literal perfect safety, and then jump his mind into these other planes using the special properties of that purple crystal, Jingamite, as it's called, which is also from the original series. It's one of the things that you guys, the original Drunken Arcanauts, was the expeditionary force. That's what you guys looked for, is Jingamite, is that crystal, because it's what powers all of the sort of portal technology.
And also, for anyone that missed it, is also the wizard that took over Erdry in those last few episodes.
Yes. Because he was communicating with Erdry through the book. He needed his spell book back, and then realized that he wasn't going to survive all this shit with the dragon, considering how much he understood about portal technology, until Erdry got back. So he threw his soul into the book and then used the Horcrux book to dive into Erdry's mind, where he then encountered a problem, being that Erdry's mind was also getting occupied by other shit fucking constantly.
Erdry's brain was no stranger to foreigners.
No, that was actually my favorite running gag is that Urgery continually had shit trying to jump into his mind and then being like, fuck that place.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all great stuff. If you guys don't have any other things, I figured we'd do a little sneak preview discussion about the campaign 3.
Yeah.
Uh,
Seth only wanted to form a guild to take them to Egypt and take back over the country. And
he
no
just
one
seemed
would join him.
Real adamant about getting that done.
Yeah. Since you guys clearly were not going to help him, he was going to form his own guild to do it.
It's like, he doesn't care about shit. Why does he care about this so much?
he was so committed.
Because turns out his entire people got obliterated. There's like no tabaxi left now. The Kleans ruined the entire country.
Well, maybe you should have wished for that to not happen.
I didn't want us to have to go back and redo anything in the campaign.
Clayton,
Mm.
between the
Clayton.
two campaigns, outside of us destroying literally all of Palm and everything,
Ugh.
what do you think was the dumbest plan? It doesn't matter which group you pick that came together that had an outcome that you were just like, what the fuck them?
Almost certainly when you guys well, I was gonna say when you killed the general, but actually I think it's actually when Erdry charged the demon on the plane of Atlas. When you guys were there with all the portals, the army, and
Oh,
charged
yeah.
them there, and they had the magic dome and all that stuff, Covidius. That was, in my mind, that was like, okay, well, I have to kill them. I have to do this because otherwise they will think that nothing can kill them. They will think they are immortal. Therefore, everything, I'm just gonna give everything advantage, and yeah, I mean, there's no way to get through it. And then a few dimension doors, some bullshit flare shadow shit,
A
and
little
then
bit of inspiration. The one
Fog
time I actually
cloud.
used it.
Rotisserie surfing.
yeah, a whole bunch of really good rolls later, you guys managed to make it out while I was just sort of sitting there holding my dick like, fuck. Shit.
Which is kind of funny because I literally went into that thinking that like I was rolling a new character the next day.
Yeah, I thought you were rolling a new character too.
That was
That one probably is the top most ridiculous plan that worked out.
I mean, I do kind of like the minecart one.
Oh, my part was pretty good. Although,
The interactions afterwards were actually better with rotisserie and urgery. And rotisserie thinking it was some sort of like sex thing.
that minecart, you guys get it way up to speed. And the rotisserie's just like, wings out.
Yeah.
And then Urgery didn't quite, but almost took enough damage to one-shot him. He was very close to it.
I mean, you totally could have grabbed him with your feet.
I could have.
I'm trying to remember what you guys are talking about.
Oh, in Moria, well, not Moria, in the mines in Middle-earth, you guys got a mine
Oh,
Where you almost die
yeah,
again.
slammed into the wall at well above terminal velocity.
yeah, that's right.
And then you needed some of rotisserie's life force.
Life force. Yeah, I remember that now.
That was good.
Hey, remember when I was Urgery's girlfriend? And
Yeah.
then Seth just continued to call me Barissa
Hell yeah.
forever after
Seth
that.
did not like any of you. He was just trying to use you to get back to Egypt.
We so would have been dead if that Barissa thing didn't work out.
Yeah.
Right?
That kobold would have killed
Oh my
at
God.
least Liza.
It wasn't even a kobold. It was a fucking lizard person.
Yeah. What was the? Oh, one last note for the listeners. In the first episode, you were introduced to two other slaves in the cell with the party.
Yeah.
Slave number one, who was meant to be a sort of annoying but constant companion of the party that they would grow to love and get along with. And slave number 2, who was a stupid, real dumb meathead orc. The party proceeds to torture and get killed the companion NPC and befriend and to an utterly ridiculous degree defend the stupid orc NPC who became Dormarcus. The end of the story was that Dormarcus would die in the arena in episode 1 in a crazy charge at something that he shouldn't have charged at to show the party how dangerous that thing was. Instead, every time anything was like, oh, well, I'll have it kill this orc to show them how dangerous it is, they were like jumping in front of it. They're throwing their lives away in a desperate move to try and keep Dormarcus alive. And it quickly became that they would follow Dormarcus to the end of the earth. Go back in time and rename the campaign. I would call it Drunken Arcanauts, the Dormarcus campaign. Because that's what they really cared about.
I mean, in our defense, you did create a world in which elves literally hated us. Put us with an elf and expected us not to just take advantage of it.
And he was a huge dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was peeing in our drinking water.
Yeah.
I made a character that I was like, what kind of character would connect with these people? And that was him. That was the guy.
Huh.
I want you to look at your actions throughout the campaign, and you tell me that you ended up closer to Mr. Goodheart Dormarcus than you did evil piss in the water elf.
Well, we let that guy die, so
The answer is you guys really, personality-wise, were closer to the elf than Dormarcus.
Yeah, we became
but
the
no,
elf.
we weren't. We
Yeah.
were great people.
Rotisserie
On
just
the
tried to
outside,
push off.
maybe, but inside it was Dormarcus the whole time.
Rotisserie was just gonna push Blind Luck off of the tower.
I slowed him down, though.
He smashed my skull in and took my
I mean, you were
ass.
already dead, bro. He still
Barely
doesn't
underneath
believe it.
that.
It's just a long nap.
So, sneak preview. Our next campaign will be out. We'll be starting very, very shortly. It is the Daikarn campaign, and we're going to be seeing new characters from everybody. It's a new world. It is, at least for now, and I might change my mind, but for now, it is entirely unconnected from the other 2 campaigns. It is not a portal hopping campaign, although it is still built on 5th edition D&D rules. It is the world of Daikarn. The party is going to be, well, actually, how about everybody introduce the characters that you're going to be playing? Just a quick description. I know you guys haven't totally settled on everything, but something quick. Starting with Risky.
Oh, I'm going to be playing Lentil Godfrey. He's going to be a forest gnome cleric. He's really into cooking and healing people.
What domain is he?
What do we call it? Yeah, it's a custom one.
Yeah, it's the cooking domain. Domain of cooking.
Yes.
Ooh, cakes.
That's what you think, but you're way wrong.
It's cookies.
Oh.
He's a fucking elf who lives in a tree that makes.
But a gnome.
Yeah, he's a gnome. So, thanks for that one.
Yeah,
relevant.
Godfrey Keebler is the founder of the Keebler cookies.
Relevant.
But that's where his name came from.
It's so stupid.
And then I picked lentil for no fucking reason. But hey, you get cookies.
Mm-hmm.
It'll actually be pretty fun.
That remains to be seen.
Are you trying to convince us or yourself?
Oh no, I don't care about you guys.
A fun cleric? I don't know about that.
If I cared about that, I wouldn't have picked all of my trash characters before. It's not like Beefcake brought anything to the party.
Beefcake got us into the pimp's ball.
Oh God.
Beef loaf.
Yeah.
Okay, relevant.
Okay, I am going to be playing Juniper Hallow, who is a half-elf monk. What else you want to know?
What's her deal?
No, that's fine for now. A half elf.
Yeah.
Relevant is going back to her roots. She mains monk.
Oh yeah.
She only moonlights as anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I play my bard like a cleric anyways, so
So she's gonna play monk now. There's no inspiration. There's nothing other than key points, which
yeah, I
she's
have key
a master of.
points.
So
They should give bards
that,
inspiration
though.
in 5e. That would be pretty cool.
Hey, I just almost called you Seth. Hey, Mark, shut up.
I'm just gonna call him Seth every time he's a dick.
That's fine. I think every character I play will start with an S, especially the guy that I'm playing. I don't know how you say his race, but he's a warlock.
I think it's 1T.
Wanti. It's a silent, like a Y that becomes a J in there.
That's what I think.
People.
So it's like Simon, maybe something, because he's a snake guy, basically. So like Simon Salazar or something like that.
Are you gonna hiss every time you say your S's?
No, he's going to have a deviated septum, though. So he's going to sound like he's got a cold all the time. So that'll be fun.
Okay.
Playing Snape.
Yeah.
Hello, cowboy.
A warlock is a lot better than a ranger, turns out. I didn't want to have to deal with like a sorcerer or a wizard that's like, here's these 10,000 spells. I only get a certain number, but they can be, the cantrips are pretty powerful.
Wizards. Yeah, I tried playing a wizard my very first session. It was not great. I think
Ranger
we
was.
got, what, like,
You got burned to death with alchemist fire.
yeah, we were like, no, that demon killed me.
Yes,
Because
she got trapped between the demon and the alchemist's fire.
if Taryn would have done 2 more damage to it, I wouldn't have died.
So sad.
And Jay.
My character is yet to be named. I take names very serious, so
Me
no.
too.
I just haven't thought of a name yet. He's gonna be a human gunslinger. He's gonna be very characterized after like a Red Dead Redemption type Southern cowboy. He's gonna have a lasso and stuff. It'll be a good time, and he's probably gonna be a little more sinister and criminally than Erdry was.
More?
More.
Well, Erdry was like,
Erdry was
he
pretty
had his
shady.
moments. Erdry had his moments where like he was fine with saving other people, though, right? Like, let's face it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this guy
occasionally
probably
had
not so much.
Had some morals.
I'm liking the concept from the outside. I don't know that you guys have recognized this, but we have a shadow monk whose family was assassins, hitmen, criminals, and thieves, who clearly has no qualms about killing people for money. We have a Wild West cowboy who is self-proclaimed shadier than Erdry. And we have a Wanty snake person warlock. So you got 3 pretty clearly potentially evil aligned player characters who are not yet, self-described as evil.
Oh, want to
but
definitely.
potentially there.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then you have a Keebler Elf knockoff who is going to be following him around, packing him with sugar.
Fudge stripes.
Yeah, and all I can imagine is that as bad as this campaign has gone for me in the planning phases, that campaign 3 can only go worse. This is such a potentially more volatile mixture. 2 ranged
Oh, yeah.
DPS, a monk, and a support class just throwing cookies left and right. It's gonna be a weird time. And
Pokemon are super OP.
I just want to say a final thank you to our patrons. Thank you to the players. Thank you to the 4U. I've had a lot of fun DMing this, and I am very excited about Campaign 3, and hope you guys will join us for that in our next episode. And with that...
And thanks to our new patron.
Yeah, definitely thanks to our new patron.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you're going through this in order, it is going to be a long time before you get to the episode where you're mentioned. But no, we appreciated you here in early January.
At the end of the campaign.
Yeah. And you'll be at the top of the mentions list. Well, you'll be in the mentions list. I won't promise top. I never can guarantee that you'll be at the top of the mentions list, but you'll be in there for the entirety of the next campaign. And that is episode 46 of the Drunken Arcanauts Origins campaign. Thank you and goodbye.
Oh, hell
Bye.
yeah.